Okay, hello, it's me again, Guthrie from the UK with my nice new old guitar. This is made by the good people at Suhr, and it's the newest variant of the GG signature model. Generally, I've always played mahogany guitars just because I like the honkiness, I like the EQ, the Gibson SG type character of a mahogany neck glued to a mahogany body. This is completely the opposite, but I'm having a lot of fun with it anyway. And they call it an antique modern because it's essentially a guitar with all the tricks on it, all the modern features you might want. But the spirit of the guitar is old. There's nitrocellulose lacquer, which they're not actually allowed to spray in the state of California because it's bad for the ozone. So they have to send the body out of California to have it sprayed with this ozone-killing toxic gas of doom and then send it back. But it's the lacquer they used on all the old kind of 50s guitars, and it ages differently. See, this is getting old already, which is nice. I think guitars are meant to be gigged, so if an instrument looks too much like a coffee table, I always feel guilty when it gets its first injury. And with this, I can't even remember the first injury. It's had lots of little ones, but it's just going to look more and more cool for the rest of its life. It rings differently as well. So construction-wise, you've got a maple top here. It's not a pretty maple top, it's just regular maple, tree-coloured, and basswood body, so you get a very even frequency response. The neck is not normal maple, this is roasted maple. So they put it in an oven, take all the oxygen out of the oven, cook it for a while, and all the moisture and some of the organic impurities come out of the wood. And when they finish doing that, it's more resonant and more stable, which is good for me because I travel a lot. I do gigs in many strange climates. We touched on St. Petersburg in January earlier. I've also played in Mumbai in August. Very different climate, and a regular neck will just go like a banana if you treat it that way. This stuff doesn't seem to care about the weather. This is good. I live in England. It's a good thing that my neck is accustomed to unpredictable weather. And sound-wise, it does all sorts of things. Here's the bridge humbucker. This is the normal. So the harmonics pop out, that's the maple doing its thing. If I roll the volume knob down, it should get a little thinner. And of course, this being, it's not my amp, this is an orange something, rocker verb. I've never met this amp until I came on my little French clinic tour, but it's an old-fashioned style vintage valve amp. So I can roll the volume knob down and it cleans up nicely. Then I move to the other pickups. Neck pickup does this kind of thing. And some people don't like 24 fret guitars because they think it puts this pickup in the wrong place, but that's warm enough for me. It does that if that's what you want it to do. And then we have different single coil configurations in here. So this one is that middle pickup and this coil here, which so it's a single coil sound, but it's still kind of nasty. Weird thing I discovered, if I turn the tone down with those two coils, it kind of sounds like there's a wah-wah there, even though there isn't. Especially around the G and B string. So that's nice to know. Then here we have that coil and this coil. It's slightly prettier. And then this one is that coil and that coil, so that's the telly kind of sound. So there's a lot of clarity for all that nonsense. One other secret thing, if I pull the tone knob out, I can turn this humbucker into a single coil. And if you find a sound that you like on this guitar and it's a mixture of the pickup selection and where the volume knob is, and then suddenly you want to rock, you push this button and it bypasses everything here, so you just get bridge humbucker going straight into the output jack. So I might have this which beats tap dancing on a bunch of pedals. I like to be able to do lots of things from the guitar, so that's what that button's for. One other surprise at the back, this funny looking thing is called the Tremol-No. Behold the Tremol-No. You can see it working. I'm wobbling the bar around at the moment. You see there's a rod going this way and a tube going that way. And there's no friction. I can do that noise. But then if I tighten these screws, bearing in mind it's a floating trem, and it goes up as well as down. Now if I want to do something in a different tuning, I tighten these two at the back, and pleasing. You can even go right down there. I have a drop B song. And when I get bored of that, I undo these, and yeah, these two just kind of, you tighten them up and it squashes, they push against the rod. Yeah, if anyone's interested, just visit the Suhr Guitars website. It's SUHR. It's not the most easy logo to read, but there it is. You can read all about the things they do. And honestly, even if you don't want to buy a Suhr, it's quite a good place to learn about what different woods do. It's a very helpful website for telling you the difference between Indian rosewood and Brazilian rosewood in sound terms. So have a look.